Welcome to round 6. Okay, let's start with Shane. Shane is playing against Tando. These are the stalwarts of backbone of Chess Western Province Chess. It's clubs like UWC, Guguletu Chess Club, that are like stalwarts in this league. Whichever division they are playing, it's usually it's usually an important division, of course. Okay, so what's happening here? Okay, so this position, it's really simple, it at the same time double-edged. I don't really get a6. I would have thought that black wants to use the c file, so maybe rook c8 then a6 makes more sense. But hey, thank you Nerisha and welcome. I hope Mariska can watch these games. So yeah, a6 just maybe might encourage bishop takes c6, yeah. And although white doesn't have a lot here, definitely has the better pawn structure. It's not much actually to write home much about. Let's see what's happening on board 1. Okay, now this is very interesting. The game is quite sharp. Sandis is playing black, Michael James is playing white. Of course, Michael likes these kind of positions. Can he get away with this? After h4, he's just losing material. Okay, there's a lot of combinations here. I'd say if there's nothing immediate, this position is clearly better for white. Just this picture doesn't look pretty. So Sandiso has got a lot of stuff to sort out there. Keegan versus Oneke Kangezi. Hey Fatima, how are you? Long time. Welcome. Actually, I saw an email recently. You should contact me on it. Very exciting. Okay, so the way Black has played this is overly ambitious, but I'm sure he's maybe underestimating his opponent. Yeah. The question is, should he play bishop d2 or should he play takes on a? Takes on a, maybe diverting this knight for a minute, allowing c5, maybe just bishop d2. Does not give too much counterplay for Black. This is quite early also. Board 3. This is Rimondo playing one of the top juniors, I guess. Sibabali was a promising junior a while back. His rating is 1867 here. 1600. But this might just be... Oh, he isn't connected. Oh, what a pity. Okay. Then we have got Luvo Yonkosana playing against Minentle. Okay, what's happening here? This is some sort of Stonewall setup. Or London. London it is. I remember a position like this against I wonder if white is going to be tempted to play g4 here. Played queen b3 instead. Very interesting idea. I think he wants to allow Black to take on e5 and then play queens to c3, then collect this pawn. And yeah, this is Black goes for it, but I don't think this is smart. Now you just go queen c3, and this could be very difficult, a difficult position. I think so. So it's going to go queen c3, put pressure on the knight moves somewhere, then queen takes on cover. queen c3. Yeah, this was the idea. I think Minentle might have just played quickly there. But then again, sometimes with lines like this, now queen takes g7. This is actually very creative play, because what did he play? Yeah, queen takes g7. Now you can't take f4 because the rook is counting on the knight for protection. So you have to be very creative here. Might be good to just go for this exchange in f7. And now I think you're forced to take on f7 and maybe put the bishop on d6, something like that, or on g3. And just say at that moment, then white can claim that he's got the advantage of the bishop pair. And yes, he takes on f7. And after king takes f7, now he just needs to make a decision on the bishop. The more aggressive bishop d6 makes more sense. And if need be, followed by c5, keeping this pawn structure bed. Now the only question is whether you want to have that coming. And he goes for the passive bishop g3. And you could say the outcome of the opening struggle is gone in white's favor, because bishop e2, h5. At some point you have to realize that the game has gone into a different phase. h3 makes sense, not h4. Yes, that's what he's played. This is an interesting game from a strategic point of view, and it's very practical and actually requires more thought than is being given to the moves right now. So most players make mistakes in transitions when you move from one phase of the game into the other, and in this position that they are playing, they're transitioning from middle game to end game, and it's in this particular area where most of the errors are made. Yeah, this website is a piece of work. I don't know Liviu, but he's playing very well. Okay, so the website is very buggy today. Okay, so looks like we're getting back. Nope. Nope. Okay, let's try the games whilst we wait for that one to... Wonder what happened here. ladies and gents, if we can't get the boards, we will have to stop with the broadcast. We're back. It looks like okay. So this was the Michael James. We left it where we left it here. Castles. He took on g4. He just went king here, and yeah, black's pieces are not in good coordination. But let's go to that Menentle game against Louvuyo. This is weird. Okay. Shane. This game is already over. This was Tristan playing against Demande. Matthew Shapiro, Duncan Jenda. What's happening in this game? Okay, this looks much better for black, and as we saw in the previous game, Duncan is quite capable of converting these endings. Ethan Samuels playing David Baxter. It looks like specific boards are not displaying, but some of them are displaying. Let's see. This is Lyndon Bauer and Scooter. This one is not showing. Benny Levine playing Mark Lewis. Battle of the old school. I'm sorry, I'm trying. But Tonelo seems to be down on many of the boards. I don't know what else I can do. The Michael James game is showing, or was showing. So I guess let's just follow this one. Not all of them are showing. Six. Michael is sacrificing this E pawn to create more lines, more open lines against the black king, which would be the case after knight takes, perhaps even bishop d4, pinning the knight against this rook. So this is not a generous offer at all. It's a trap. Sandisa fall for it. He falls for it. Because he's thinking, you know what, bishop d4, I always have this knight f3, I always have this knight c4, knight f3 being the stronger move. But this is short-term thinking sometimes, because can just prevent that and say, in the long term, I'm going to punish the open nature of this and then the fact that the king can't castle. At least queen side. Michael's solution is much more brutal than that. Yeah, and I agree, this position demands something like this, a much more definitive solution or to the problem. It just got very exciting now because pawn takes. Suddenly these squares are available for the white pieces. Well, if you don't take back, you're in trouble. Queen takes. Now he's putting pressure on this. He's putting pressure on this pawn. The lack of coordination in black's pieces will tell. So now the question is, does he play queen takes b7? Yeah, queen takes b7. Ask questions. This is such a amazing calculation by Michael. Being able to foresee the problems here is great. And part of the problems are the rook is actually in trouble. And it cannot be rescued. And it seems like it's dawning to black now. I don't think he completely calculated or anticipated knight d5. Yeah, this is the best way to lose the material. Queen b8, I think is yeah, queen b8. Does he have queen c7? Makes sense to put your queen on queen c8. Sorry, queen c8, queen c8, queen c7, queen e6 check. Whatever comes to e7, and at the barest minimum, maybe black is just holding, but there's a lot of pieces that white can bring into the game, like the knight on g3 can now come through f5. Michael goes for the pawn. So essentially, for 3 pawns, a piece, and a continuing attack with discoordinated pieces on black side. It more than makes up, and also the fact that black has got, it's like half the time. This is a super position for white. What does he do here? Again, I guess if you had gone queen c8, you'd still end up with this position. You first brings the knight. I would have started with check maybe. Then suddenly there's this move f4 also. Okay, now you don't have f4 because he has this check, but you have this queen check. This could be decisive actually. This could be lost already. Because this queen check, yeah, this is a strong move. If you answer with knight here, then knight check, and it's mate over here. If you answer like that, what happens? Then, do we have rook d7? Oh, you don't have that one. But okay, f4 doesn't work. Could have been a nice move. Hey, Greywood, welcome. Oh, it's a pleasure. I can just imagine the drama you guys have been going through. My job is the easiest one. I had a Vero earlier, actually. It was very nice. He just had something to do. But Tonello has been acting up a little bit today. So we can't access some of the games, but there are some games that we can access. So yeah, here he wants the move f4. No, it doesn't work now. But rook d2 is kind of makes sense because you have the weak c2 square. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, queen b6. Queen b6. Isn't queen b6 met with knight d6? Or even actually. I wonder about rook d7. Knight takes d7. Queen takes d7. Okay, but then he's got bishop e7. Okay. How does it deal with queen c8? Threatening this. Yeah, queen c8 is very strong. Now you have to bring the king, I think. Can you? Because these moves are not really good.
Lucy from Address in the Hand.
What happened in your game, champ?
I messed up somewhere.
That's alright. Devins, would you like to comment with me? Come and sit with me. Let's see. Okay, this Black has been defending sharp threats here. So, but now this one is very tricky. He wants to play this, but there's knight check. I wonder even if that's a problem, but there's also knight check here.
Isn't knight to c6 setting it on?
But then, when you play knight c6, you're also leaving certain squares unprotected, and I think...
I mean, you can't go knight to f3 because you lose your bishop with check. Right?
Yeah, no, of course, that's bad.
So
Knight c6. What about
he's
the
in time trouble and he's under pressure.
Yeah.
So what could you ask from the man?
I don't know if we should be asking anything from him.
You know, his best bet is to
Sit properly so that
what
you're in the
opening?
frame.
What opening did he play?
Caro-Kann.
A Caro-Kann?
Yeah.
I thought that opening was just. There's no way. The c pawn is obvious. You lose quickly.
Yeah.
If you play an exchange.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean the c pawn. I mean, in certain variations, though, the c pawn is solid. Like you never get taken until the end.
Yeah.
The c pawn is quite solid unless you play an exchange. It moves to a d pawn.
Yeah.
And then the d pawn is an isolated pawn sometimes.
In the exchange, right?
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh, in the exchange French, or am I getting it wrong?
Both usually.
Oh.
In the Panov also. There was a game we saw earlier between Shabir and someone where they played the isolated pawn version.
I hate isolated pawns.
Yeah. It can be painful.
No,
So,
they.
yeah.
I mean, they have their advantages. I won't lie.
So he goes king e8.
Yeah, but isolated pawns don't really pay you back as well.
They do sometimes.
Yeah, but it's very rare they pay you back.
Most people don't know how to play with it.
In fact, most people don't even know how to defend them in the first place.
Yeah. I wonder if rook d6 is very strong here.
Rook d6 is a mistake.
Why? Oh yeah. Oh no, why? But why? Why is rook d6 a mistake?
What are you getting? He can just try exchanging queens then.
How?
Queen to c7. And you
Queen
wasted
c7.
time.
Okay, so queen c7.
You've wasted time.
Queen e6 check.
Queen c7, queen e6 developed the other night.
Which other knight?
The knight on g8.
No, you can get mated there. So, sorry.
Let's analyze and I'll show you what.
Yeah. So what I'm saying.
Because I'm not that bad as you're thinking.
So rook d6. Okay,
Queen
so
to c7.
the position was like this. It goes king e8,
Rook to d6.
rook d6,
Queen to c7.
queen c7, queen check,
Knight g to e7.
knight g e7, check.
Huh? That's a mistake.
Why?
Because the queen takes.
Queen takes, check.
Huh?
Ah, I see. I was banking on this.
That's what I told you.
Yeah, okay.
But you were banking on f7, yet there's a knight on e4. Don't you remember?
Okay, so yeah.
He went for your idea.
Went for the same idea.
But he didn't really play rook d6 and stuff.
Yeah.
Etc. Etc.
But now, it's even better.
Are these guys stronger than you?
Michael might be.
Michael is stronger than you?
We've been playing together for a while, yeah. Michael Jameson.
Do you practice?
Yeah.
Much?
Look, knight e7. Now,
Michael James is young, right?
I think he's younger than me. Yeah.
Wow.
Knight
We're
d6.
getting grandmasters at age 12.
No, he's not that young.
No, I'm talking about like these days, modern days. You're getting grandmasters at grade and age 12 now.
Yeah, he goes king f8.
Hold
and
on.
wait,
Okay.
rook d1. Now he's threatening this bishop.
Do you know these days there's this guy named Tony who is like 2100. I think he's around your level.
Oh,
He's 9 years old.
but this kid's stronger. There's people stronger than me.
Yeah, I was just saying these days there's lots of young grandmasters now. I won't
Rook
lie.
d1. Okay. Bishop e7.
Refresh the page and won't let you behind.
Yeah.
I thought. Just wait for the page to load.
There's an idea that I'm thinking of that might catch black here, where you sacrifice a rook for 2 knights after knight takes d7. Oh, there's a mate, back rank mate.
Of course. That's what I was.
Oh, you can't play knight takes because of queen takes f6 check. So you have to play. You have to play
Queen takes.
Queen takes.
But that there's a knight on e4. You saw my plan, right?
No, but after queen, wait. But he didn't have a he didn't have a choice.
He did have a choice.
No, he didn't have a choice.
Okay.
So queen
Queen
takes. Now rook check.
Rook check. Okay.
Yeah.
King to g2.
King g8. Then rook takes check. And the queen hangs.
Oh.
So
I was ready to prove you wrong again, so I won't lie. Next time I'll prove you wrong. Just stop begging on luck.
check. So what does he do here? King e8.
Okay, makes sense.
No, but does it?
Yeah, because if rook to d1, if knight f2, 7, rook d1, rook to e8, you get what I mean? And the knight is pinned.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Hey, MD Sazad Siddiqui.
So you can't really play knight to f7. I mean, you can technically, if you really want to lose the game that quick. Yes.
What happened here? There was a move which was played by white, which is what?
Refresh the page.
A3. Yeah. A3 is very smart.
A3 is very weird too.
No, it is smart. Like
back rank.
It gains time, yeah.
It gains. Oh, I messed that up. He gains time on the clock.
Yeah.
He gains time on the clock. He not no one time anymore. I mean, he tries to make black under pressure. There's this cool idea. Yeah.
Yeah, this is nice.
Yeah, I was thinking of, but
His threat is rook check.
I know. It's so
And
obvious.
if you play knight, then this one falls.
Knight check. Yeah, now black really has to bank on knight to e7 and queen for 2 rooks. I won't lie.
What do you mean queen for 2 rooks?
Knight to e7, rook to d8, queen takes, and rook takes, and king takes.
Oh, you mean like there's no back rank in this position?
Yeah. Yes.
But I don't see why.
Yeah, but how are you gonna stop rook to e6? I mean, okay, that's a bad way of dealing with it.
This mates, right?
That's a really bad way of dealing with it. Hopefully nobody's stream sniping. Or nobody can stream snipe.
What happened? You mean he missed? He missed.
Now this might even turning into an equal position. I mean, like, you could have...
He missed the mate in one.
Missed the mate in one. I thought you were stronger than me. You missed the mate in one. Bruh.
What happened? White won.
Resignation. But white had checkmate on white. You couldn't even lose this position if you're not careful.
But you know why he resigned?
Why? Because of time?
No, you lose the queen.
Wait. Oh, maybe because of infinite check, I guess.
No, queen check and...
Oh, I remember.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Oh, I remember. It's the August. Daddy?
Yeah.
Do you know that like King's Indian where you go F4 is white?
Yeah.
You know, like D4, knight F6, C4, G6, knight to C3, knight to C3.
You've been on
bishop
about
to
this
C2,
line.
E4, D6, F4. Do you know that line?
Yeah.
What is it called?
4 pawns attack?
I thought it was called the August attack.
I don't think so.
Can we check about it?
You
After?
will? Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't know this attack. Because someone played it against me in a tournament.
Okay, what's happening here?
It's a pretty... I think white is winning now. I mean... Okay, this could end up as a draw. I regret saying any words. JK. It's gonna end up as a win for white in the book. Don't be a person. But this is lost. If white plays correctly. Unless this is a one-off stockfish position or something. Am I right? Daddy?
Hmm?
Unless this is a one-off stockfish position.
Yeah, white has better chances to win this endgame than to lose it.
Yeah. In fact, how can you lose this?
It's easy to lose if you make a mistake.
The only time I want to see white losing is when he deserves it. Or gets a misclick. That's when it's okay. Am I right?
Yeah.
Like if you lose this position, like generally you made no misclicks and whatever, I don't know. Like you made more accident clicks or something. If you did not make an accident click and you lost some time, I don't blame you.
I don't get how
Black is winning.
How he intends to, let's say bishop b7.
No, this nasty move. King to g7. Oh, did you see that? I'm joking.
Yeah, but now it's just lost, right? After.
Yeah, but you remember that's the one of.
That's very smart.
Oh man, that's so smart.
You know why?
Because the bishop can always protect.
But also there was another problem. There was an ending where the king can collect the pawn if the pawn is on a dark square.
Mm-hmm.
This was not.
It's an inaccuracy.
No, it's not.
I'm joking.
But
I was making up.
Take pawn push.
This winning.
Yeah, it's winning.
Completely winning in this point of the position.
But imagine. Imagine.
That but is so loud.
Wait, imagine if the knight could check as he promotes. Right?
Imagination is not how chess works.
Some positions you can solve them with imagination, but this one is lost.
But like, why are you using your imagination if you already know it's lost?
No, I'm just saying. I was just saying. Sometimes you find solutions like that. You go, okay, in this position, what if I could put my piece here? Then it's called. What is it called?
What if?
No, it's not. It's got a name. Agad, I think, gives it a name.
Oh, I hope I see. Do you know the semi-Slav variation against the King's Indian?
Yeah.
It's like knight f6, e4, I don't know, f3. Do you know the semi-Slav variation against the King's Indian?
Yeah,
where you go f3? Like the semi-Slav variation where you go f3?
Yeah.
Against the King's Indian?
I know.
Yeah. Have you ever played the semi-Slav?
Yep.
Slav stands for slave, I'm joking.
Semi-Slav, okay.
Semi-Slav. Slav semi-automatic Slav.
There's this game, Coach Dion played against David Glackman.
I don't know. I'm joking.
Yeah, I think this is.
David Glack.
I don't know.
What? Oh, I know this opening, but Dion didn't play this well. I think, right? What is this opening though? Like I know it's an opening. I faced it a bit today. Can I go over something?
Yeah.
Isn't the best move white d4?
It is the main line.
I play the main line.
Yeah, but Dion doesn't want to argue against an international master that particular line. That's why he chooses a sideline here.
Is David an international master?
Yeah, he's one of the
Best internationals?
in the country. Yeah. Knight c6, castles.
I understand why he doesn't want to argue with an international master.
Yeah.
I'm
And
so
here, Dion, what he's pretty much doing is
simplifying
simplifying as much as he can.
so that he can draw.
I'm not sure what his objective was.
Yeah, but drawing,
check.
I don't blame him if he was trying to if he was trying to draw. That makes sense, right?
Yeah. Oh, but here he agrees to a draw. He's got a much better position because Black has got this bad bishop.
Yeah,
although
I don't
it's
know why
active.
he had agreed to a draw this early. You could have pushed for a win.
Yeah.
I thought like this was already too fast. I thought they agreed to a draw like later.
No, they agreed very early.
Maybe he just didn't want any trouble.
Yeah.
I understand, Dion.
But he's playing the hard games on board one, right?
Ah,
Then
true.
there was this game. Marco Ketani.
Pie. Michael Peta.
He's playing again. Oh, this was a forfeit.
Yeah, I know. No, he like probably didn't log in or anything.
Yeah. And then Ethan Samuels.
Who's Ethan Samuels?
He's one of the top juniors, playing against David Baxter, one of the coaches from the northern suburbs.
Is he from Norway?
Northern suburbs.
Oh, northern suburbs.
Okay,
I've never heard
so
of that
here-
country. Have you ever heard of Singapore?
Yeah,
Is it a popular country now?
it's always been a popular country. So if I'm not mistaken, it's some sort of.
Yeah, but now people are speaking about it really. Like,
No, you are hearing about it really. It's been a holiday destination for a long time. F4.
oh, this is what?
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay, so this is a Dutchy Dutch.
It's not a Dutch. It's a London. Look at where the bishop is.
Oh, it's like a London mixed with a Dutch.
Yeah. Hybrid.
Oh, wait.
don't-
Wait.
What is it?
Doesn't G4 just? Oh, it doesn't work.
Doesn't work, yeah.
Yeah, if it worked, I'll just say.
But why doesn't it work? It works. So can't you play G5 here?
Pawn takes.
Then pawn takes on E5.
Then doesn't he have? Oh man, you got lucky again.
What do you mean I got lucky?
I like this. I'll say that. Wait. Oh, there's a better move. After G4, knight
Okay,
takes
wait,
D7.
wait,
Knight
wait.
takes D7 after
Wait.
G4. Knight takes D7 after G4.
Okay.
Analyze
So we
it.
go G5.
Knight takes D7.
Knight takes D7. Okay, this is good.
Yes, I smoking cigarettes, bruh.
No,
I smoking cigarettes,
no.
bruh.
I don't think. Why do you think that's something nice? It's not.
Okay, fine. Okay, that's true, but
Okay.
I'll just be looking good every day.
Okay. If you meant as a metaphor for looking cool, okay, I understand.
Yeah. Yeah, looking cool
Okay.
apart from everybody.
Okay, so bishop E5.
Everybody.
Take E5, goes G5
Okay.
here.
I didn't
Okay.
like that. Oh.
But it's good, right?
Oh, that makes sense.
Ooh, this nice. Because now it's threatening.
No,
But
ooh, hold on. What if G takes?
Then you lose your queen. Check. And now rook F1.
Oh, my boy.
Okay, good. So
Okay,
yeah,
that makes sense.
X6.
Ouch! So this London turned into a very dangerous Dutch.
Yeah.
In a way. Jeez. Unlucky me, I don't play d4 and I was playing against this guy, hopefully. Am I right? I'm glad I didn't play d4 now.
And the white's moves are easy because they're just coming in.
Cut.
Like a thief in the night. Check.
It's like a thief smoking.
What's with you smoking? Are you smoking behind my back? Sit properly.
Totally, by the way. Yeah, why is I never knew mixing openings would be this powerful.
Yeah, you played an idea, right?
Yeah.
And it worked.
Okay, I think food.
Okay, cool. Cheers. Okay. Okay, some really exciting games. This must be one of the last games. There was a book I used to have with this kind of ending, where Alekhine demonstrated that these positions are drawn. The problem with Rook supporting the pawn was in some cases, oh yeah, you can just pile up on that pawn. So now Black's threat is to play check and collect this pawn. Check. Okay, you can see that Black is using the knight as one of the tools to gain more time. Because of course White has to calculate a lot and avoid a lot of disasters with the threat of the knight. Now again, this check is kind of annoying, but now check followed by knight takes f4 puts White in a bit of risk. Okay, with the preservation of a draw, you could play this idea, yeah? And also Luan is in constant time trouble now, that he doesn't really have the space to think. Yeah, he has to make decisions quickly. If he goes back to g1, he might just have a draw. Knight check. Now this position might have repeated a couple of times. I'm not sure if on this platform you have to check. Ooh, this might be very dangerous. Rook check now. And now he takes the g2 pawn with check. Yeah, this was completely unnecessary. Yeah. Now check again on f2 and it collects the f pawn. Might regret this decision of trying to be active, because now Black has got a lot of rook takes pawn. Okay, there is a bit of a problem with taking the pawn immediately, because White can go rook here. Maybe should have started with this check and then come back here. Then he takes on g7 with check. Because now black is the option of maybe just playing g5, I think. Oh, you can't play g5 because of mate. This is actually a very difficult situation to handle. Maybe you need your knight. Yeah, this is correct. Yeah. Great, mini coach left. Someone is offered a draw whenever you hear that sound. Knight takes with check. It doesn't really work because there's a mate threat. A rook e4 makes sense. But then the worry is, would you be able to still maintain the draw? I don't think so. Now black has got some issues to deal with. It's funny, when the pawns were equal, he was actually in a better position because the pawns provided some sort of shelter. Now he has to make this decision of how to save. Yeah, it looks like the only way. Now the question is, can white change one of the rooks and then try and sneak up on these pawns? Take and then attack this f pawn with... Oh man, he needed to think a little bit over this move. Oh yeah, he couldn't. He would lose the h pawn, but I don't know if that's really a train smash. White can push a little bit more here because the f pawn is going to collect. I doubt. h4. Yeah, looks like black is in trouble. Just go h5, binding him. Now you have to make adjustments with the king. It's the only piece which can move, and king in g6 is unpleasant. Or now maybe even king f6 is winning. Now you have to play knight d8. It's the only move. Rook here, king there. When you get out of the pin, he takes on d8 with check. You take, he takes this pawn, and then he quickly gets to g7. Game over. White is winning by force. Yeah, that should win by force. Very nice. Nice comeback by Luan here. So here, check, knight move, and king here. Black is in Tsuktswang. He loses the knight. That should be easy. Check, knight, and now king here. And it Tsuktswang. He loses the knight. So very nice. Very nice game by Luan. Very nice game. Very good to also realize. Okay, so roundup. Michael James won over Sandiso Kidama. Onele Ngakezi won against Kigan Agalas. Rimondo Solomons winning against Young Sibabale Sio. Luvuyo losing to Minentle. How did Luvuyo lose this game? Wow. Luvuyo had the better position. Okay, so you must have disconnected at some point here. Wow, actually, I thought, okay, so d4, white had a very good position, I think, if I was not mistaken. Yeah, after this, something like this, white had a very comfortable position. How did he? Oh, this must have been a mouse slip. Oh no. That's terrible. This was definitely a mouse slip. Oh, I can imagine the frustration. Okay, so yeah, so here Minentle escaped. Shane and Tando, that was a draw. Let's see. Yeah, let's see. Okay, so oh yeah, this position we looked at and it was very comfortable for white. Bishop takes. Yeah, Tando is usually very sharp when it comes to tactics, but here he was at the receiving end. But it looks like he found some defensive ideas. Okay, his defenses come with threats, of course. And Shane just decided to play it safe here and take the repetition. Also, his time was a bit of a problem. I think to calculate all those sacrifices, it took time. Tristan lost to Kobani Ndimande. Dion drew with David Glackman. We looked at that game. Portage beat Michael Ketani. Duncan Jenda won against Matthew Shapiro. Ethan Samuels won against David Baxter. Yeah, this game we looked at it was in progress. Let's see how it actually ended. So yeah, we saw this was a combination of the game which turned into almost a combination of the Stonewall and the London. Oh, the Underskater game ended up in a draw. I think we thought this was actually going to be one-sided. Before of course, Lyndon has been playing the Alekines for a while, but it looks like White was just exchanging every opportunity he got. And keeping ahead, yeah, exchanging every opportunity he got. And here the problem is you can't really make progress. You can't try. I think that's a good result for Andre. Luan was the game we looked at. Andreas won against Gerrit. What happened here? Okay, so there's this chronic weakness of d5, and white will play for this for a long time. Take, and okay, d6 will fall. Hey, Letwin, thank you for the follow. Oh, you could, yeah. Take, and he takes a pawn. Just a one take, one ending. Yeah, Black resigned. Very nice game by Voter. Hey, Unfit Pawn, thank you for the follow. Okay, so that was Garrett, and then Mark Lewis's game with Benny Levin was a draw. Okay, true to his style, Benny goes for his setups. Yeah, but okay, this might be a very compromised version of the structures. Very difficult to see how Black lost or drew this game, because it seems to be a slam and dunk. But here, White manages to activate this piece. This is annoying. Okay, so he managed to find a perpetual here. Very creative play from Benny. Luan Diaha playing Michael van Skyke. We saw that one. That was a long end game. Vota played against Roland, and Vota won. It was a Sicilian. Threatening mate. Check. And bringing another rook. Just very nice thematic play from Vota. Take. I'm not sure what that sacrifice was about. It gives some counterplay, but then it drops quite a lot on the king side. Check. And it's material, so not really worth it in the long run. Then Sherwin, who always has interesting games. What happened here? So a French Sherwin likes long games, so that's what he's going for here. He believes in his ability to outplay his opponents, but don't we have some issues here? Okay. Okay, now it's okay. End game for Yep. And it's lost. You could even play e6 here, and it would be winning. Yeah. Very nice game. So Cherwin won against Michael Cuthbert, and then Waylon lost to Kenny Willenberg. This wasn't Shanice Day. He lost to Warren. That's funny. Theo Minto won against Takuzwa, and Nkwadi Melo won against Chase. Let's see what Chase was talking about. This was what he was saying, that he played the Slav against his kings. Yeah, okay, so his position eventually gave in to the pressure. Some defending. Yeah, game over. Okay. So yeah, let's end there. Yes, Unfit Pawn, I do. I'm so sorry I didn't see your message, but I do offer lessons online. Yeah, just inbox me on either on info@africanchesslounge.org or any of our social media. Dash would know exactly what I need to type here to give you, but I don't know. Okay, good. Thanks for joining. But yeah. Okay, let me see how to get back onto our chat. Oh, so you can contact me on info@africanchesslounge.com. Also, on chess.com, my username is Salim. You can message me there if that's easy. Yeah. Yeah, but feel free to inbox me. I will definitely be able to assist. Okay, some exciting games. Some definitely interesting ideas. That's what's actually the league is about. It reminds us of what it's like, playing over the board as teams. Unfit Pawn. It's a pleasure. So I'm going to end off here. I think we've had a long stream, longish. Okay, cool. See you guys. Thank you so much.